Hi, welcome back to Growing Pains, where we give people permission to feel and explore themselves. Feels like it's been ages.
It has been ages, and we've had some exciting things happen in between that time.
Oh, has it been a month?
Yeah, we're here every month or so.
Yeah.
But what's happened last time was
our retreat. We were meant to sync that, like we tried to do.
We weren't meant to, we just did it.
Without planning.
Without planning. The synchronicities are endless.
Yeah, so we did the day retreat. What was it, from 10 till...
10 till 4,
10 till 4.
6-hour day.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Do you know what? It went better than I thought it would. Like, I thought it'd go well, but you don't really know until it happens. You don't know about the reception you're going to get, what people are going to move through, and how people feel and what they think when they do leave the place. But all our feedback has been 10-10. Even for every single part of it, even just like the introduction, the food, the sound, the breath work.
The breath work definitely was a highlight, I think. The breath work and the sound journey.
Yeah, I think for us, sound, like we've done it a couple of times now. We know where that's going to go, but I didn't know where the breath work was going to go.
Yeah.
Because it was quite short and mellow.
Yeah.
But that's the type of breath work that I do on my own anyway. Like, I don't just breathe through for 40 minutes. We have pauses in there, we let the body build its oxygen up. And we let you hold your breath where you can get the downloads, the realizations, the moment of silence. For me, that's where the magic happens. And what I found on the back of the retreat, that's what everyone else experienced as well. So we didn't have to go too deep and breathe for 40 minutes to bring up a lot of things. We did some breathing that brought a bit up. And it also gave them time to sort of process what got brought up, whether it was positive, negative, indifferent, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the Growing Pains vibe, is that we just do things gently, but it moves a lot. Yeah. I think that was kind of the process of the whole day. It's like there was nothing too intense, which it can be, and it could be at some stage. Who knows? It might. I mean, especially the sound journeys. I think they're going to increase to pretty intense.
Yeah, but massive.
The breath work itself was so good for people because obviously the point of the retreat was to give them the examples of what we talk about. Yeah. And it was people who hadn't done it a lot before anyway.
Yeah.
So to introduce them to that and to have that many breakthroughs, and the specific breakthroughs I'm thinking of as well, like they were so powerful. And obviously when we did the sharing afterwards, and to hear people and what they'd seen and what they moved through and what they felt in the body, like, oh, it was amazing. I think it was so good. Yeah. Well done, Luke, for come on, clap for yourself. Clap for your damn self. For running the breath work.
Oh, thanks. I think it was natural for me to do that because I do it pretty much 99% of the time anyway. I just didn't kind of know how I wanted to do it for these people. Because, even up until today, people still ask us, what is it that we actually do? So it was like an introduction to breath work, introduction to the sound, introduction to the cacao ceremony, the conscious communication. That was good as well. You smashed that. I was just sat there watching. Like, I'm just going to leave her to it. But you absolutely
channeled it all.
Did you?
But that was the beauty of it, because you can never really pre-plan. Well, you can pre-plan for these things, but until you sense the vibe of the group, you don't know how intense to go in. But also, like the shares that we had at the beginning kind of give you the vibration of what to go off in the classes. Yeah. So we sat with it. I mean, the point of that class was to improve your communication with a person. But obviously we showed that it came back down to the communication in yourself. Yeah. And I think a lot of people were probably like, yeah, wow, I didn't even know it was connected to that. Even though we talk about it in our episodes and blah, 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 it was a chance to actually experience it and see, if I can't communicate with this person, it's because something is lacking in me, which we always come back down to. Yeah.
Taking responsibility rather than passing the blame.
Yeah.
Getting people to realise that you are and you have the power. It's just we tend to give it away to other people by blaming other people and making them responsible for us, when ultimately we all have a decision to make every day.
Pain to power.
Yeah, and until you learn that you have that decision to make, it's always going to be somebody else's. Yep.
So it was a chance to reclaim your decision making on the day.
Yeah.
Or power, let's say.
100%, and the people that have never experienced it before chose to come down and to experience it, and now they've gone away, they'll never look back. Yeah. They say ignorance is bliss. And once you're awake to things, you can't unsee it, or you can't unsee things you've already seen. And it's similar to people that came onto the retreat. It's only going to keep amplifying for them. And that may not look like going on retreats every single week, but there was doing some modalities, whether it's a meditation, some breathing.
Awareness.
Yeah.
The awareness has to continue. I think that's probably like the biggest feedback we got from it was I didn't realize how much my body was holding on to. which I guess is like the aim of the day, to help you see what is running your life without you realizing. But I think what was amazing was how quick the emotion came out.
I know, right? But again, like you said, but that's down to us setting that space and allowing people to do that.
Yes, the safety.
Yeah, because as we went around sharing, a couple of people kind of didn't want to share, but because other people did, they did.
Yeah.
And then they ended up moving through it by the end.
I don't think there was one person that held back. I actually had that question a couple of times when people were booking tickets. Like, do we have to share everything? Like, do we always have to participate in the whole thing? And obviously the answer is no, you don't have to do anything. But obviously we push you to go past the discomfort.
Yeah.
But not one person held back on anything.
No.
And props to them, because I think that is obviously, it's what happens when you create the vibration of those who are willing.
Yeah.
You give permission for yourself to be more willing.
Yeah. And the biggest
it.
thing as well, they know that it's a non-judgment sort of place, and you can say what you want, and that's why we're there.
And like every retreat, we realize that we are all the same. We have the same growing pains, but a different story.
Yeah, just looks slightly different.
Yeah.
We've obviously got loads of footage from that as well that people can watch and catch up on.
It's on the channel already.
Yeah, just brief parts of each individual modality we was doing. But yeah, it just shows you what it is, and it's
the power of it.
How it works, and we've got another one coming up.
29th of August. We'll plug that at the end.
Yeah. But it'd be very similar but different. Like you said, we can plan for stuff, but it's more about on the day and how the energy feels and what people are looking like.
Yeah.
So with the breath work, I kind of had an idea, but I changed that because of the people that was in there on the day and how they was receiving it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I did 3 rounds and I changed it at different rounds to react to what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I think towards the end, it was like, make them go deeper.
Yeah.
It was like, well, let's go.
I think we've got the footage where I'm like, do one more.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, I think we're going to mellow out now. And I was like, no, we're going to go harder. But that's the thing. Like, once you get comfortable and you create that safety, you can push them further and then they come away with more.
Yeah.
And that's
because
like
the first 2 rounds, it was educating them as if, as to why they're breathing, what the benefits are. Don't be scared. You're meant to feel this stuff. You can hold your breath for more than a minute without dying. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And that was the beauty part when they were holding the breath for 30 seconds, 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 seconds to a minute and a half.
Yeah, peak of the day, I think.
Yeah, because I did one the other day and literally it was 2-minute 20 breath hold and it went like that.
It does go fast, and it also gives you capacity to understand like how much your body can do for you without you thinking.
Yes. So that is breath work. We breathe every single day without noticing, but when we consciously breathe to a certain tempo, that's when you can come to realizations and move through things, because you're consciously breathing yourself. You're doing just different times and tempo, and that just does stuff to the body.
Yeah.
So that was mad. Do you know what I like the best? The stage they set up, the altar.
Oh, that was so
It was sick, wasn't it?
So good. It's going to be amplified every single time, though.
Yeah.
And the sound journey next time is going to be even better. Double whammy. Double sound bowls.
Double bowls.
Different sounds.
Different sounds.
One which we'll see in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Better and better every time. So be there or be square. If you want to learn about yourself, this place to be.
Oh, then since then we did the angelic Reiki.
Oh, yes. We didn't do the spiral. We'll do it in the next one.
Well, we could introduce it.
We could introduce it.
And then be like, this is what we're going to do.
Carl, are you ready to ascend? Do you want to put it in?
Oh, you see, yeah.
Are you going to do it now? So this works nicely because I remember at the beginning of Growing Pains starting, we were saying at some point we're going to introduce some kind of modality at the end where it's like a Reiki thing or whatever. We realize that doesn't really work with the episodes, but this is like a constant thing that can be there. And whoever's watching, because we know this defies time and space.
Yeah.
It goes anywhere, everywhere, all the time.
Yeah.
Who knows? If you watch our episodes and you start to like feel some things other than what we're discussing, or it might just amplify what we're discussing.
Which I think that's what it'll do.
It's the point. Then
because we did this last Tuesday on that call.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
You finished straight away. That's meant. Anyway.
So you describe what it is. Or do you want me to?
How can I describe what it is? So basically we have crystals. I keep wanting to say tourmaline, black tourmaline, and I think it is.
Anything black because they're grounding, basically.
Yeah. And then these are rose quartz. I thought I had clear quartz.
Rose quartz.
It's clear quartz on the bed. And these are just rose quartz crystals. Put them in a set.
Spiral. Because spirals are ancient symbols of ascension.
Yeah. So you normally see like a little squiggle circle getting bigger and bigger. Place these in certain places on there, and it amplifies any type of meditation. Any type of energetic meditation that you're doing. We did it last Tuesday on a call at the end, didn't we? Did some Reiki with that. And I could feel the energy just on my hands alone, let alone anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to start using these on these episodes and see if you guys can transcend with us.
We're going to pop it right under the camera, and either we'll feel some weird shit in this room, or the viewers will get an added benefit to our episodes. Yeah, we'll definitely put that in the next one, I think.
So that's one of my items. That's
Oh yeah, we said we were going to start with our items, but now we're talking about the sound. Do you want to do your thing, and
I'm using everything that we've brought. Oh,
sorry, I didn't realise they were your two separate items. Go for it. We can bring
you have to use yours next instead. Time. So we spoke about the sound bath, adding new items. I'm always buying not random bits, but buying things to complement it. They're not random.
Some things you buy are random, but anyway.
Like what?
I don't know. I can't think of one right now.
But this is an ocean drum.
Beaut.
You probably hear it. It's meant to be able to replicate the sound of the ocean.
It does replicate the sound of the ocean if you can play it right.
But this, when it's in a room and it's quiet, it will be echoing around it. It does sound really nice, actually. Once your eyes are closed.
It literally transports me straight back to Zen at the sea.
Yeah. But yeah, it's literally just a case with some metal balls in. But it sounds really good and it's effective on the body. It is, though. It's basic. You know, these are magic. Well, they are, but
drum with metal balls in it. That's hilarious.
It is.
Don't play it down like that. It's a beautiful creation.
But it's the intention and the power we put behind it is why things like that work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah. Come and experience it at the retreat, basically, because with the whole thing, it may not sound special now, but with the whole thing, it is a beautiful experience.
Yeah, so once we've done the gongs, the drums, the balls, there's normally, what I like to do is a moment of sort of silence. And that's where we bring out the rain sticks, rainmaker, the ocean drum, well, the triangle.
Yeah.
We use that with the gong shots before. But when you're laying there, 30 minutes in, it's all silent. You actually feel like you're at the ocean.
Yeah, it's mad.
You can hear the waves coming in. You're like, oh my God, I'm on holiday.
And the frequencies in the body have no choice but to respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
With that, are we going on to the Manchester thing, or is that something completely different?
We'll do that next time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play you my random item, which is actually kind of falls into a random fact. So remember last time I was talking about poetry?
Oh, yeah. People didn't know Christina's an MC.
That's not the direction I'm going in with this. It's
bars.
It's the other direction.
You got an 8 bar for us now?
No, let's not do this every episode. But what I do have...
Write lyrics and stuff. And I was like, well, that's not me, but I do feel like I've got a lot to say. So I could have put it in the form of poetry or something like that. Who knows? But like I keep saying, I need to do something for the throat, not just talk. You're going to think I'm chatting shit.
Wait.
I was thinking about some sort of poetry before.
So I hope that picked it up.
Yeah, think about some sort of poetry.
Yeah, so do you remember last time you said that
I said I did poetry?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't say I did it there. I said I was thinking about doing some sort.
Yeah, but I picked it up from a conversation we'd had, which is actually real, and I said I was going to bring the voice note, and I did.
Yeah.
So you were either creating or thinking of creating. And I said in the episode, it's not just on me, it's also on you, because you also do the same, or you're thinking of doing the same.
Yeah, thought of doing the same.
And did you ever?
No, that's what I mean. So that's why I said that I didn't actually do the poetry. I was
going to really prove my point.
That's what I was trying to tell you then, but you weren't listening.
So clearly that's a habit I have. I don't listen.
Yeah.
It's actually not true. I listen all the time. I listen
so
really
you got
well
the receipts, and the receipts prove what I was saying.
The receipts do prove that I had a point. That you were thinking about the poetry, and that poetry is the direction you wanted to go in.
Well, I thought about...
So we can agree on that.
Yeah, activating the throat more, whether that's speaking more on stage or on a pod like we're doing. Was it poetry? Was it different directions? And this is where we're at. But I've not written one poem yet.
Okay, well, give it a couple months. I think you'll be writing poems as well.
Who was that guy that used to write poetry? Do you know him, Carl? Was it George the Poet?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, a guy from London. So he weren't an MC, but he used to have his bars in poems. And he used to say, I'm sorry, it's George the Poet. This was years ago.
George the Poet is a pioneering spoken word artist whose fresh approach has brought poetry to new audiences, captivating listeners worldwide and earning
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's from London.
critical acclaim.
That was some quick Googling.
That was rapid.
He clearly used to this.
Yeah, that was him, George the Poet. He used to just come on and say poems rather than
Interest
bars.
in social and political issues.
Yeah, all positive things.
Mapanga came to prominence as a poet. That's George Mapanga, better known by his stage name as George the Poet.
Yeah, yeah.
British spoken word artist,
Yeah.
poet, rapper,
That's him.
podcast host with interest in social and political issues.
Yeah,
Need to look into this person.
Austin, London.
yeah. So he's the only sort of person I know, sort of from a similar background, that used to sort of do any type of poetry. But I saw that years ago and I thought, that's interesting.
And he does a podcast.
And I didn't know that. I've not heard or seen from him
need
for
to look into
years. Yeah. Yeah, so
Here we are.
could be something for the future. Like those things, are they new?
They are new.
Where from?
I can't remember, if I'm honest. Why are you looking at the eye?
I was, yeah. And then obviously noticed it matches on the other side as well.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, should we go into some questions that came off the back of the tree and questions that people have been putting into our DMs?
Yeah, I think this would be a good thing to start doing, actually. You know, answering you guys' queries, complaints, questions, dilemmas.
We need to have a title for this segment, like a section. This
Okay,
Unpack
so
Your Growing Pains thing.
yeah, let's call it pain and gain.
Okay.
We're in there.
Pain and gain. I like it. Might need a little bit of work, but yeah, I like it.
Look, so bringing the pain and the gaining some insight from it, because we're going to break it
Go
down.
right into it. Okay, so these are some questions that people have popped into the DMs. Where do we start? Because there is quite a few that could take a long time to go through. But let's start with the relationship one. So someone said, what people don't often talk about is how in relationships you have to work together to get the best from each other. If not, energetically, the distance becomes too much.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
think
agree with more.
Yeah, I think that's relevant for most people. You know, you hear the terms like power couples and dreamwork makes the teamwork and all that sort
Teamwork
of thing.
makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work and that sort of thing. That's kind of what they're talking about. I think even in a friendship, in a business or in a relationship, we both need to have the same sort of ideas and same alignment. Otherwise, it's not going to come together, is it? And if I'm working for A and you're working for B, you're not going to get the result that you want.
Yeah.
So it's making sure you both have the same intentions, but that comes down to conscious communication and knowing what you actually want and being able to communicate that.
Yes. It also comes back down to, because the question was like, energetically, the distance is too much. The collective energy, frequency, whatever you want to call it, of the dynamic is obviously going to be dependent on the energy or frequency of the individual people. But we've said this before, like if the energy of one person is low, and when I say low, I mean like not as conscious, then you can only operate on that level. So that's why the energy becomes more and more distant, because you've got somebody trying to be like, up here, let's go for this and do whatever, working in the direction of A. You got someone else working in the direction of B, but it's because they're comfortable staying there and they don't want to face what it is that needs to get them higher.
Yeah.
So like energetically, you both have to, I think it's more complex than just wanting to work in the same direction. I think it's more about like I think it actually comes down to how in it are you for yourself versus the other person. Because if you're in a relationship or whatever for the other person, or you need the other person, then you can only match with someone energetically who also needs you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've got somebody who needs the other person and that person is like comfortable and safe within themselves, those two people can't align energetically.
Yeah, and I think we try and force it. So I guess that comes down to, you know, when you hear someone's like, oh, they're so needy, my partner. That's what you're talking about, whereas you're relying on someone else to make you feel a type of way.
Yeah.
So you become needy towards that person. and then they're obviously not going to be able to fill that need because you don't know what it is, and they become resentful and become distant energetically because it's like, well, why are you relying on me for this? You know, you should be able to give that to yourself, or at least be able to tell me what it is that you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, but then what it is that you want only comes when you can communicate that within yourself. So if you've got somebody who's needy, a lot of the times people are needy in relationships, they don't realize they're needy.
100%.
Because I've been in this situation where you've aligned through your needs rather than aligning. This has actually been a very big lesson.
That's quite good, that, yeah.
I've realized recently. Aligning through your needs, or let's put it this way, if you're talking like romantic relationships, being in love through your needs is a very, very, very different kind of being in love because of the other person. Like you're in love with that person.
Yeah.
Those are two different types of love, basically.
Yeah, and I think I spoke about this before when I was with an ex-partner. You know, it's because I saw things in her that I was lacking. So I was with her because I'm like, well, if you can give me this, that's going to give me completeness.
Yeah, it will finish me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's never going to work, you know, and I mentioned it then, and that does cause a thing between. It's like, well, I've got you now and I'm still not feeling how I want to feel, so what's the disconnection or what's the issue?
This is why we can go off on this topic though, because when we look at it from like obviously we're talking like heterosexual, so man, woman, if whatever the man is carrying from his mother wound, so the first interaction he has with woman, and then whatever the woman is carrying from the father wounds, first interaction with men, is always going to play into your relationship.
Yeah.
So if you've now got a man who's got a lot of mother wounds, they're going to be needy, they're going to be or avoidant, they're going to be or whatever the wound manifests as, and then that's going to be put on that woman. That woman then is always going to feel, depending how conscious and aware she is always going to feel like you're not actually loving me for me, you're loving me for what you need from me.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. If that woman's carrying father wounds, she's going to be in that relationship for what she gets from the man that she didn't get from her dad, basically.
Yeah.
As creepy as it sounds, that is literally how we work.
But they say that with, you know, the woman always ends up marrying the dad. The boy ends up marrying the mum.
Yeah.
And that's what they're talking about, because that's your first interaction. You see. So if you're not aware, you tend to draw onto that sort of person, because subconsciously you're kind of replaying out your traumas with your new partner that you experienced as a kid through your parents.
Of course, yeah, because your body knows it has to heal it. But go on.
But it only knows that once you get that level of awareness. Otherwise, you're in it and it's toxic and there's so much resistance. You're like, well, why am I here? Why am I in this? It's your opportunity to heal that part of you.
Yeah.
But we don't recognise that.
Yeah.
So we blame the other person again. We deflect rather than kind of taking responsibility and thinking, what is this trying to show me?
Yes, it's a mirror that's there for a reason.
Yeah. But that only comes again with enlightenment and awareness.
I don't actually know. So this is the thing that I was saying I learned recently, because all of the things that I thought at one point were potentially an issue are now very obvious as the actual issue. Like that was the issue, but I doubted myself. And the reason I doubted myself was because my intuition had never really been trusted within myself, but never been trusted externally, which is what we were talking about when we said when a woman brings something to the table intuitively, the man is like, what do you know?
Yeah.
And then because I've had that a lot and then I've then done that to myself.
Yeah, yeah.
The intuition comes up. It's like, this is an issue, but I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Which is the grounding and ascension thing we were talking about as well between man and woman. And if that's not there, there will always be that energetic disconnect.
Yeah. So let's go into that then. So, you know, talking about standard male, female. Females tend to be more higher chakras, in the crown, intuition. You know, when women say, I had a dream or a gut feeling you're doing something, that's the intuition.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about. Men are the opposite. Lower chakras, very grounded in the physical realm. You know, when you have that union of the male and female coming together, the woman's meant to be the channeler from God, the higher spirits, and the man's meant to bring that channel into physical reality. Hence why men are strong. You know, they can do things that logical, the kind of
Structural.
give instruction. They put a strategy in place. But when the union comes together, you know, the woman's meant to channel the dream essentially.
Yeah.
Because it is a dream. That's where everything comes from. It's from the dream world.
Yes.
And then you're meant to tell your partner, and he's like, okay, yeah, let's go for it. That's how we were back in the day. You know, the woman would channel things from God. She'd tell her husband, and they'd go build the house, build the ark.
Yeah. But now it's become where when that happens, it's an ego attack on the man. if the man is not aware or is wounded in that sense.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to like, I have a vision, it's also like the womb thing of like women being able to birth things into reality, basically birth any ideas, but it's just that they need the support of the man to physically make it real.
Yeah.
But to bring that idea into life, you need the man to trust that vision is actually valid or is something that she actually sees.
And vice versa. So, the guy needs to undo his feminine wounds.
Yeah.
So he's able to trust the feminine.
Yes.
Then when he does find that safe feminine that he does trust, when she starts channeling, he's like, yeah, I trust her. She's not going to betray me, break my heart, do any of these things. You know what? I can see the vision. This is what we're going for.
Yeah. And it's also like respect for women, because I think a lot of it comes from the mother wound of like, you actually don't know what you're talking about from man to woman.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you know?
Yeah, it's kind of, well, yeah, I can see that, because it's like, well, what do you know about the physical world?
I don't. That's why you're here.
Precisely, but I can see why a guy would say that. It's like me saying, what do you know? I've been up all over the world and done all this stuff. What do you know about? And it's like, well, just come to me.
Yeah.
I can see it.
But this actually is something I realized so much recently. It comes back to the power couple thing you just said. When two people are there in a relationship for themselves, what I mean by for themselves is they're not in a dependent relationship. Like they're not depending on each other to be happy or to be loved or to whatever, because they have that themselves.
Yeah.
And they just amplify it together.
Yeah.
That's power couple. But then also in that is like, this is going to sound really woo. I know it's basically what you just said, but I'm in awe of it. That when two people can actually dedicate their life to whatever it is, God, a mission, divine, whatever you want to call it, and do that together, like that is the most high vibrational thing ever.
Yeah.
That is like the point of life.
Yeah.
I know that already, and you know that too. It just blows my mind that two people can do that together.
Yeah.
And come closer and closer to that divine. Oh my God.
Slight sidetrack, but still on subject. I was telling you before about the Anunnaki. That's what they used to do.
Yeah.
So then they only had sex to birth.
Right.
The rest of the time, the man used his semen, his seed. The woman used the energy from the womb and then move physical matter and create physical matter from both the energies.
Yeah, wow.
So once they've had sex, obviously they bring a baby into the world. But prior to that, they could move a plant pot and build houses and stuff from both their energies coming together.
Yeah.
This
is the thing that we've so diminished the power that we have.
Yeah. So I remember reading something before, about men going on sort of semen retention. They do it for 30 years. They can achieve levitation.
Oh my God. Is there proof of a man actually doing that though?
I don't know.
No man's ever wanted to do
maybe if you go to Tibet and you got those monks in the temples,
maybe
they can walk on coal and bend swords with their neck. They can do all sorts.
Do you think that's why?
And that's chi. That's how. What else is it?
This is the intention or retention thing we were discussing.
Yeah, but what else is it?
Yeah. See what I mean? Like, there's just so much power that we've given away.
Yeah, and there's so many sort of little breadcrumbs you can see around the world of these old practices that people are still doing, but we just think, oh, it's just bullshit. It's like, well, how's he walking on hot coal and bending these things with his neck and headbutting walls through? I'll get brain damage if I do that, so it has to be something behind it.
Yeah, the intention is everything. But yeah, this is where like the shared vision, the internal work, it all matters, because that's where the energetic disconnect happens between two people.
Side note, why do you think porn's free?
Because it drains your energy.
It drains your energy. Nothing's free in this world. They even charge driving around Birmingham, oxygen, low CO2 emissions. Nothing's free, so why is porn free? To drain the man's energy and soul from him.
Yeah, it's the same thing with why you think about like why the normal culture is to go out and drink and have sex and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Like it's all to drain energy.
Yeah.
And to remove
drain you
the
of who you are.
sacredness of what you could be doing, which is actually elevating.
Yeah, rather than just paying bills and
staying stuck.
Staying stuck, yeah. Been an NPC.
We think we're going to use that every single episode.
Non-playable character.
Yeah, it's mad. There's a lot to that.
We need another question.
We do need another question. See, I told you we were going to go off.
Got 10 minutes.
We've got 10 minutes. Okay, the next one we'll do then. This is one we can unpack quite straightforward. What are the physical manifestations in your body if you don't process? Like if you don't do this work, what can it end up looking like? Should we just go through the chakras?
Yeah.
How does it physically feel? Let's start at the root. So basically, for those who don't know what we talk about, the idea is the more you process the emotions that are trapped in your body, and there will be emotions that are trapped in your body if you've never looked at it, because they will then run subconsciously your whole life. So any challenge you have in relationship, finances, any area of your life, it's all being run by an emotion stuck in your body. If you don't process that, it gets to the point where it then physically manifests into some bodily ailment.
Yeah, ailment, could be pain, could be an actual illness.
Yeah, diseases, because it's just something uneasy in your body.
Diseases.
You've never heard that before?
No.
Something is at disease in your body. Yeah. So let's start with the main energy point. So let's go from the root chakra.
Yeah.
So the root is in the base of your spine, and this is responsible for things like safety, and what is mainly in the way of that is fear. So any fear you're holding is going to manifest physically if you don't process it.
Yeah, and when we talk about fear, we don't mean like, oh, I'm scared of spiders. You know, we're talking about, I'm scared of death, scared of being alone.
Fear of abandonment.
Fear of abandonment. Fear of failure.
Yeah. Fear of being seen.
Fear of being seen, being heard,
heard.
you know, which is why some people hide away and don't show up for themselves in the job or relationship or online or whatever.
Yeah.
So obviously some deep-rooted fear that's in you, which keeps you trapped where you are.
That
So a lot of people want to do stuff. A lot of people want to go on holiday, apply for a new job, leave the job, but something stops you.
Yeah.
And that's down to the root chakra.
Yeah.
Yes, there is things that play out in reality, like I don't have the money, I can't move here because
that's
of A,
even a
B,
fear.
and C. But that's still fear.
Yeah.
But under-rooted that is some deeper fear.
So if that is not processed, I think we'll do an episode where we talk even more about this, because it's so crucial to know like what is actually living here. But if you don't process that physically, it can manifest into so much shit. But
It's
Go on.
Sorry, it's mainly what we see a lot nowadays: anxiety, depression.
yeah, but physically in the body, it can be anything from like back pain to literal anything from like your base of your spine below. So like it's always like a weird energetic crossover. So like if I don't feel safe in my body, I might end up having an issue where I can't hold myself up, like physically, or I might have an issue where I can't sit up straight because I don't feel confident. And it sounds, man, like my brother went to have a massage the other day and he had a pain in his neck. This might apply to you too. He had a pain in his neck, and then the woman was like, she does Reiki and stuff like that. She was like, who is actually being the pain in your neck in your life though? Because that's going to manifest and hold in your body somewhere if you're not processing it.
Yeah.
So it's the same sort of thing with the spine.
Yeah, because a lot of people say like, you know, oh, my shoulders are really tight when you're stressed,
tension
carrying the
holding.
world. Yeah. So we know that straight away.
Yeah. Same thing with like, well, we'll go through them, but like overthinking, or I've got headaches. Sorry. What are you overthinking? Or unable to make decisions. What illusions are you trapped in? You know, like it's all gonna have an emotional like crossover. Everything is a manifestation of traps. Energy.
Yeah, so we need to speed this up as well. So, you know, like you've been in a situation before where you wanted to say something, you had a lump in your throat.
Yes, same thing.
Same thing. So when that lump comes up, it's because you really want to say something, but you're scared to say it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you'd have said it, you get that relief where you feel like, oh, it wasn't actually that bad. These are things that show up in the body, you know, when these energy centers are blocked.
Another one that's very, very common is stomach issues. This is why IBS is like the biggest name for anything that we don't understand, because it's not you're not digesting your emotion. I think that's the biggest one I see. Obviously, stomach, solar plexus, digestion, whatever. If I'm not digesting or processing my emotion, it's going to stay trapped somewhere, which is then going to lead into you not trusting your gut because you don't have trust in your gut. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's all sorts of physical manifestations. It could even be like women's ones.
I was just about to say what we spoke about the other week, endometriosis.
Yeah.
You know, there's no cure for it because it's
energetic.
On an energetic, spiritual level.
And this is why you will probably end up having physical manifestations in your body, and they'll go away for a period of time, and then they'll come back. And they'll come back because they are not processed at the root.
Yeah.
And this is why... this is the whole conversation. It's why pharmaceutical companies do so well, because they keep you ill.
Yeah.
And they're keeping you ill because you're never actually getting to the root.
Yeah, because the money's on the comeback, isn't it? It's not on the cure.
No, exactly. If it was a cure, then we wouldn't have to keep investing.
Yeah. It's like, you know, the common cold. We have all these things that suppress it, like Lemsip and stuff, but we can't cure it. Suppression is the cure to make it last for longer.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got the cure, and that's why we can suppress it for 2 hours. Extend it out. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
mental.
quite simple, really, when you get it. Like, it is very, very simple.
Yeah.
But yeah,
some things in your body, if you've not got a cure for it, it can be because it's energetic. So I remember I had that back pain before, It was like 3 weeks, and I thought I did it from lifting. As soon as I had that Reiki afterwards, most of it went away.
Yeah.
But I was convinced it was from lifting.
But also know with this, I think this is key, is that it's not going to be someone else to come and fix it for you. Like whether it's a Reiki or whatever, like I'm sure you did a lot of processing in that time as well.
Yeah.
It's always going to be your own internal fix.
Yeah.
Because until you release whatever it is from the body, someone else can't come along and tell you, oh, this is what you need. I mean, they can guide you to it. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But we help you process it because you're processing it. It's not because we're doing it for you.
Yeah. And, heartbreak, again, we know heartbreak, you can actually feel your chest is going to cave in.
Anxiety, yeah.
Yeah, because you're still holding on to it. But we know through our coaching, when we've coached people on that, how do you feel afterwards? Oh, I can actually breathe, like my chest feels open.
Yeah.
That's the prime example.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is.
I think come back for another episode on this because there's so much to say on this, I think.
Yeah.
But what do we do? Like 2 questions there?
We did 2.
We need a whole flipping hour for this.
I know.
But yeah, keep sending in your questions. Are we rounding this one off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into probably double back around on some of these anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, we unpacked a little bit there, but if you have more questions about what you want to process or you want to know how to do it, this is what our retreat is for, as we spoke about at the beginning. So the next one is 29th of August.
Yeah. Bring your pain.
Bring your pain and come turn it into power with us, because it really is the most powerful day and it's going to get more powerful every time. And you're going to just see all the results that you want to see.
Yeah, and it's not all doom and gloom, we do have a good time. I don't like doom and gloom all the time. I like
neither.
to have a laugh, so it's always going to be entertaining and funny.
This is why Growing Pains is so fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to round it off?
Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, send your questions in.
Keep sending
if we get enough of them, we'll do a live one.
Oh.
A live Q&A.
Live Q&A is
remember
a great
on Channel
idea.
U back in the day, message in and do requests?
Yeah.
Remember like that?
Okay, we can call it what'd you say? Pain and gain? Pain and
gain.
Pain and whatever you called it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for growing with us. And we will see you on the next one.
Peace.